A woman burst into the operating room with a gun, completely ignoring the patient being resuscitated. She glanced at the brain CT scan on the wall, then immediately shot the patient dead, saving everyone the trouble of continuing treatment.
You wouldn't have been able to save him anyway. Tumor having invaded the cortex on the right side of the spine.
Before the doctors could react, Lucy had already changed into a hospital gown and lay on the operating table, demanding that the doctors perform a laparotomy on her.
Do it now.
The doctor, whose life was threatened, could only obey and cut open the woman's abdomen, extracting half a packet of blue contraband. It turned out that a few days earlier, she had been sold by her boyfriend to a criminal gang. When she woke up, she found a wound on her abdomen. Later, she learned that the gang leader had stuffed the contraband into their abdomens, intending to transport them to Europe for sale. However, during the transportation process, one of the gang members took a liking to Lucy's beauty and began to grope her.
I'm not in the mood.
The girl's refusal to comply immediately angered the man, who began to punch and kick Lucy, constantly kicking her stomach. Intense pain continued to radiate from her abdomen. After the man had vented his anger and left, the contraband inside her body had already been damaged. Countless blue particles mixed with blood and spread throughout her body. Lucy could feel endless power surging through her body. Yes, she had mutated. Her brain had been developed to 20% of its potential, and she had completely transformed into a different person. When the henchman reappeared and tried to touch Lucy again, she exerted her strength and knocked him unconscious. She then easily obtained the key and unlocked the handcuffs, but she didn't flee. Instead, after dispatching a few henchmen, she headed toward the gang's headquarters. Along the way, Lucy's vision could even penetrate the soil, seeing the veins of the trees and the energy flowing through them during photosynthesis. After easily disposing of a few guards at the entrance, Lucy encountered the gang boss, who was still leisurely undergoing facial care.
Learning's always a painful process.
The gang boss was indeed a ruthless individual. Even with his hand pierced, he didn't make a sound. After giving the gang boss a lesson, Lucy arrived at the hospital, extracting the blue powder from her body as Lucy exited the ward, but was blocked by the sheriff who had heard the news. However, Lucy didn't want to waste time with him.
I need to talk to you alone.
And I need you to put your hands up, please.
Lucy remained expressionless. Then she casually waved her hand. The surrounding police officers instantly fell asleep. The police were about to fire their guns, but the bullets suddenly fell out of the magazines. The bewildered sheriff stood there dumbfounded.